My name is Eric Williams, candidate for U.S. Congress, District 30, Dallas, Texas. My question becomes, where is Congresswoman Johnson on these hate-filled, viral, racist statements that President Trump released to the world on yesterday? I'm calling on Congresswoman Johnson to immediately denounce President Trump for calling all African nations and people of color nations shithole countries. This is totally unacceptable. President Trump, we need bipartisan support to have a law that's going to be fair to all the dreamers and their parents. Yesterday, you killed that bipartisanship. Roughly 700,000 immigrants will be affected by your cruel and mean, racist statements. Starting March 5th, if we don't have this law passed, it is said 1,000 immigrants a day will be deported. We can't allow that to happen. Congresswoman Johnson, you can't allow that to happen. You have African constituents in your district. We are a minority-majority district. And I'm calling on you today, Congresswoman Johnson, to get to that microphone and denounce our president in a way that he gets your message. Haiti is a proud nation. It has suffered a lot at the tyranny of the United States government. Haiti was the first nation in the Western Hemisphere to free itself from colonial slavery under the leadership of Toussaint Louverture. In the Western nation, when slavery was just beginning in the United States. Since then, the United States has cut them off, didn't want to deal with them, put them in political situations in which they could not get out of, placed embargoes on them, held political coups and removed their leaders, caused damage to their country's economy, but yet and still our president wants to say that these people are coming from shithole countries. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to vote our current Congresswoman out. She is not being an effective leader and voice of the people in our district. When you're going to sit up and let somebody tell us that we come from these types of countries, knowing full well we are proud people? Where are you, Congresswoman Johnson? You need to step up to the plate. I'm tired of your tyranny and dictatorship and lack of leadership in our community. 46 years since 1972 is way too long. And I'm calling on you now, Congresswoman Johnson, to put the pressure, the fire to the people's feet and let them know that President Trump does not represent us in this type of fashion, nor does he represent our nation in this type of fashion. Africans, El Salvadorans, Hondurans, and Haitians are proud people. People with Africans that have come from African nations and DNA in their body. We cannot allow this type of rhetoric to continue. And you elect me to Congress, I will put every roadblock that Trump has ever tried to cross in his way to prevent this type of stuff to happen in our communities. Bad infrastructure, no jobs, poverty, lack of education, failing school. It's all under your leadership, Congresswoman Johnson. $100 million of our HUD money is missing where we're supposed to be spending that money on affordable housing, but yet Midtown and Uptown is gleaming, and the north side is a food oasis, and the south side is a food desert. Come on, people, wake up. The future is now. You need to vote to elect Eric Williams. February 20th is early voting. The general election is March 6th. I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but I came back home to make a difference, and persistence will pay off. I will win this election, and we will be liberated, and Trump will be blocked in every direction that he tries to turn that's going to hurt you and I and my people. That's a guarantee. And I can tell you this, Congresswoman Johnson, you need to get with it. You need to step up to the plate. Step up and stop trying to build parks on the moon and get your Space Act legislation approved so that you can't get rid of our president. That's not right. We're not looking for legacy. We're looking for help. You're 83 years old, 72. Since 1972, you've been sitting in the seat representing the southern sector of Dallas. You came to power in Congress in 1993. You've been there for 46 years. You become the furniture in our neighborhood, and it's time for us to toss it out. I'm Eric Williams, and I am asking for your vote this February 20th, March 6th general election, and I thank you very much.